How did we meet? We actually met back in summer of 2015 at a meetup event, a Muslim meetup event in Dunwoody. And I recall that I was with one of my friends, and her and a group of her friends came up, and we invited them to my house for a jam session.
The first time I saw him, he said, "Hey, how are you?" And I said, "Hey, what's up?" You know, just regular hi, hello conversation. And he said, "Oh, where are you from?" And I said, "I'm from Afghanistan." And he said, "Oh, really?" And I was like, "Yeah." And he goes, "Man, I love Afghani pulao." And my response was, "Okay, so that's like a typical Desi guy. You love pulao. That's great." And the next thing he went out to, "So when are you guys cooking pulao for us?" And I said, "Well, I just met you, so I'm not cooking pulao for anyone, but we can talk about it later."
I think the thing that drives me crazy is the fact that she knows how to manipulate me to get whatever she wants to do. And I realize it at the end after she's already done it. There's been multiple times where she's been like, "Hey, let's do this," and I would be like, "No, we can't do this. Like, doesn't make any sense." And she would somehow twist the entire conversation and the situation and make it basically seem like her idea was my idea. And then I'd just be driving home, then like an hour later, and I'd just be like, she got me. So I think that's a little quirk that she has, that she has the ability to do that.
The first thing I would say, physically, I love his smile. He has this very genuine and kind smile, and I keep telling him, "You need to smile more, show your teeth, don't be shy." And he's very reluctant of that, but when he does, he looks really gorgeous, mashallah. He is a handsome guy, but his smile is definitely a great feature on him. Secondly, he is very kind and sensitive. I love that he's very attentive to everyone's feelings, and it's not just all about Ammar, but it's about Ria and Ammi and Abu, my mom, my siblings. He's very focused on everyone's happiness, not just his own. So that was something very attractive. And the third thing I would say is his heart. He definitely has a very kind heart. It's one that you don't see often. He's all about giving and giving and giving, making everyone comfortable and feel loved. So I appreciate that.
Secondary proposal was actually, we were on our engagement shoot, and we were on the yacht, and she didn't know that I actually had her ring, because initially her ring was being made, and it wasn't available when we actually met with their families.
drives me crazy about Ammar, there's just one thing. He loves to take my ideas. We sit down and I'll explain things like, hey Ammar, we should do X, Y, Z, and he just goes, and the next day he'll come back and says, Ria, I have the best idea. You have no idea. Like, okay, let's hear it, Mr. Trump. And he comes back and says, oh, what about X, Y, Z? And I go, so the exact same thing I just told you, literally the same exact thing. He goes, you never told me that. You never, I swear to God, you never told me that.
With Ria, I would have to say that she's extremely caring. She really cares about the people that she loves. She is very empathetic. She essentially feels happiness for others when others are happy. She feels sadness when others are sad. And she wants to essentially try to fix, any situation where people are sad. And then the third thing, she's, I'm trying to think now. She's very, I would say she's different in the sense that she's different from most of the girls that I've met or I've known, and in aspect of cultural. She's very cultured, not just in her Afghan culture, but she's also very cultured with Desi culture as well. So I thought that was really cool.
And I think our friends see that as well. We are very open with each other and very direct when needed. And we have a lot of respect. I have so much respect for Ammar, and it's because he treats me in a way that kind of, I can't do anything more than give him respect. And I love that about him, and our friends definitely see that.
She really took charge of my album release party. I would have to say, she really took charge. She took her time. She made all the little candles and the design and the cake and all the decor and everything. At that stage, again, Ria and I, we were still friends and whatnot. But I think that was an amazing experience because she put in the effort and she put in the work, and she put in the love behind it, even as a friend, to kind of make that night, which was very important for me, which was a milestone for me in my life, which was releasing my own album. And she really just made that special, right? She handled everything and she only let me worry about actually performing. And I think that was really, really memorable.
so eventually we went towards the back of the boat, and we're taking front pictures, and I turn around and Ammar's not like next to me. So I turn and say, hey Ammar, where'd you go? As soon as I turn, he gets down on one knee. He has this gorgeous smile and he says, Ria, will you marry me? And he just goes on and on. I was so emotional. When I saw the ring, I saw him, and I was like, oh my gosh, I actually got upset at this man earlier in the day. How could I do that?
And a lot of our friends have even told us that you know, as a couple, we kind of exemplify, or we are an example of the type of relationship that they would want, which is love for each other, respect for each other, and without sacrificing time with our friends and family.
Get into my room, I get a text message from Ammar saying, are you home? And I was like, yes, I just got home. And he says, how's your mom doing? He already knew exactly what's going to happen at home. And I said, she's on the couch, she's okay. She didn't say anything except, do you know what time it is? And he called after that. He left the party, called me. We talked on the phone, and I think that was our first time talking on the phone for, I think, about 4 or 5 hours consistently, and I had no idea when to hang up. It's like as soon as I wanted to say, okay, bye, like I really don't talk to anyone on the phone this late, he would start another conversation or something would come up to my mind, and I just said, oh gosh, why am I talking to this person so late? And we actually said that on the phone too, and he said, I've never talked to anyone for 5 hours straight. And I was like, yeah, it's like 4 a.m., bye. So he hung up, but at that moment I realized he understood me in so many different ways. He explained exactly why my mom was upset, the cultural reasons, the reasons outside of that. But it was great. We had a good conversation. He got to know me at a different level.